Hey everybody, ASB Flashlight Guy here. So here is a new flashlight brand that it's new to my collection. This is my first Sunwayman light. This is the T40cs. This is considered their long throw flashlight, which it definitely is. It has the Cree XML T6 LED in there, has a max output of 788 lumens. This is just quick little specs on the side of the box. This is the box that it comes in. Nice, heavy duty. Will definitely protect the light if you want somewhere to store it. It's a good place to do it. So I'll just go ahead and show you the box. You know, all styrofoam or little styrofoam padding. Here is the spare accessories you get. You get a spare O-ring for the lens. You also have a spare tail cap switch boot, and then you also, which is kind of cool, you also get a spare cigar grip. Then in here you also have these two little rings right here to where if you don't want the cigar grip you can take it off and just keep the whole flashlight nice and sleek. So there's that. Here is the holster that it comes in. Nothing too fancy, but flashlight just drops in there. And there you go. Strap it on your waist, backpack, or whatever you'd like. Pretty cool. Velcro is pretty damn strong. So there's that, and then down here is where you have all your warranty card and user manual. So let's get to the flashlight. So here's the flashlight. It's kind of similar looks-wise to the Phoenix TK30 and the Surefire. Can't remember the name of it, but this is it. There's your side switch. As you can see, the anodizing on this thing is beautiful. I've heard a lot of people say good things about the anodizing, and to see it for yourself, it's very true. It's very beautiful. It's a real dark, I don't want to say black, maybe like a dark charcoal. So here is the reflector. The reflector is huge. The reflector almost reminds me of the EagleTac M3C4. Size-wise, it's 64 millimeter, so 2 millimeters bigger than the Phoenix TK40 and the Phoenix TK41, and also the Phoenix TK30. The reflector polish-wise on this thing it's so shiny. When I first took the flashlight out of the box, the lens that's on here is so clear. For a split second I thought there wasn't a lens there, but when you look at it there is. But it's just so clear, it's ridiculous actually. And there you have the Cree XML LED, perfectly centered. So let's just go ahead and take the flashlight apart. There's two ways you can take it apart. You can take off from the head, you can put the batteries in that way. As you can see, it has some nice square threading. There's the inside of the flashlight, very simple, doesn't look high tech. And then we'll go to the back. And you can also put in the batteries from there. And here right now I have two 18650. These are the jet beams. It can also run off of 4 CR123s. So output of this flashlight, like I said, 788 lumens. And then when you turn this thing on, this thing is just, it's bright. I was looking for another thrower because I sold my EagleTac M3C4. And the two main throwers that I had with is the M3C4 and the TK41. And the TK41 outthrew the EagleTac by a little bit. But you can still definitely see that it threw further. So I wanted to get another thrower, and so far I can tell that this one will probably outthrow the TK41. Fit and finish, like I said, this thing is nice. It's got great weight to it. The front end, you can just tell that all the weight is just in this thing right here. Like this little section right here is, it's not too heavy, but when you feel it, I mean, it's definitely got some weight. I can just go ahead and put the flashlight back together. So let's go to operation. As you can see here, you also got square threading there. Operation of the light, momentary activation by just pressing the button. As you can see there, ridiculously bright. So you got momentary activation, turn it on and give it a full click. Over here you have the side switch. This will be your mode selector, your standby mode, and also your strobe mode. So if you give it a simple click, and as long as you have this fully pressed, you have standby mode, click it again, and you can just go to the last mode you had it on. Now to switch to high, medium, low, just hold it down, and as you can see, it will cycle through. You got high, medium, low, so forth and so forth. Now to get in the hidden strobe modes, double click, and you have strobe, double click again, and you have SOS. Now to get back into your regular modes, just hold it down and it'll go in the last mode you had it on. So there's last mode memory on here, just as long as you use the side switch. So there's low. If I click it, keep it on standby, click it again, and go back to low. So now if I turn off the main flashlight, as you can see, strobe or momentary or standby doesn't work anymore, but when I turn on the flashlight, it goes back into high. So like I said, hold it down and it cycles through the modes. Now the tint on this thing is perfect for XML T6. I want to say it's a pure white to a slight purplish, which is, I mean, like if you guys see all my videos, it's beautiful. Beam pattern, if you go to Sunwayman's website, it says on their website, it says ideal beam pattern and blah blah blah, which is fairly true. This thing does, the hotspot is like perfectly round, and it stays that way throughout the throw of the beam. Spill is definitely perfect. It's got a huge amount of spill, not super bright, but definitely not dim. You'd have to see it. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you shine it on a big wall, I mean, just when you look at the perfect round hotspot, you're just blown away. But as for throwing capabilities, this thing definitely does throw. Like I said, the bigger thrower I had was my TK41, and this one I can already tell it's going to outthrow it. But it's just the hotspot that it just gives for the throwing is just, it's nice. So I can say I'm very impressed with my first Sunwayman. So I'm hoping to get the T40cs, which is a little brother to this one. So I'm trying to decide between that one and the Ecotech G25. But so far, I'm really impressed with this light. I can probably say my top favorite brands are Sunwayman, Jetbeam, Chloris, and Ecotech. Phoenix is, you know, I've always loved Phoenix, but I've had more problems with Phoenix's LEDs than all the other brands that I have. But like I said, Sunwayman is definitely up there on my top favorite lights, or companies actually. But this is just, it's a beautiful light. So if you guys are looking for a thrower, you know, if you guys live on a huge property, or you know, you work in fields or whatever, you definitely need a thrower. This one's definitely, I would say, definitely get. So like I said, Sunwayman T40cs, 788 lumens, and definitely a huge thrower when it comes to throwing the light. Alright, SB Flashlight Guy, out.